Hi, I'm Kevin,
And I'm Amanda.
and we are serving up
All that jam.
All That Jam, quick hit. Maggie Rose on Working with Don Hartmus.
what is the origin and evolution of Octave Cat? How did the project come together?
So we really didn't set up to start a side project. Um, I was just hanging out with Eli in Philly in I think 2016 and kind of showing him some of my synths, and we started recording some stuff, and um, yeah, we just liked what we had, and kind of kept building out some things, and then it looked like we were going to have, um, I don't know, like enough songs for a record. So I got the idea to bring in Charlie to drum, who is someone I had known from doing some opening shows for Lotus in the past. And it's just like a drummer who like understood what we were going for as far as like the jazz side, but also had deep understanding of dance music too. So yeah, just kind of naturally fell into place, and um, yeah, we've been our three albums in at this point, and I guess like 6 years, which is kind of crazy.
I love, and I'm sure you hear this a lot, but I love the title of the most recent album. That's one of my favorite phrases, the sprezzatura. Like
Yeah,
we make this look nice and nonchalant, and I feel like the music on that album, if I were to try to think of what sprezzatura would be in musical form, I'm like, yeah, okay, I could totally see this. But is that what you were going for? Like, were you really kind of thinking of that term and its meaning, like for the music you were writing? Were those like really connected, or?
yeah, definitely. There's a lot of what stands out most to me about Octave Cat, at least compared to my other projects, is it really delves into some complex jazz harmonies, but it's always in hopefully in service of this real like groove music, and we always like to make have like really catchy melodies and like danceable beats. So yeah, I was thinking about all of that when I proposed Sprezzatura as a title.
Mhm. Um, you also put together a really great playlist, which I don't see that very often, the influences for the album. And I was kind of running down those. I think I saw it on Spotify first, MMW, Zap, just some really awesome stuff. And I love that. I love being able to kind of think of what was maybe inspiring, or even if there were certain pieces of some of those songs that you kind of used as like a launch pad for what you were doing. Was that the case with any of them? I think I read something about a Zapp and Rogers song, where maybe there was like a kind of a rhythmic line or something in there that you all had thought of.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just kind of the language that musicians communicate in. If you hear something in your head, and there's not a great way to describe it other than saying like, oh, yeah, I kind of want to do something that's like this, like zap groove, but a little bit more of this, and so it's just becomes this common language, and yeah, and if you don't have those like tracks to as a common language, it's not necessarily a barrier, but like a lot of cats that I know, especially if they're of similar age, you can drop references to any of these kind of things, and for the most part, they'll know immediately what you're talking about.
Very cool.
Okay, so you have this playlist, you have all these various genres on there. How do you approach staying true to all these various elements, but combine them into your unique sound?
So I don't think we're ever trying to, just emulate something. We're definitely trying to form our own unique sound, and for Octave Cat, I think that's like the trio sound. So in some ways, we're referencing going back to something like the organ trio is like Jimmy Smith kind of stuff, even though that's not what we sound like. Or, we all have a deep love for MMW and what they were doing with jazz and dance styles, and then bringing in our synth elements. That's, I think, what really gives like Octave Cat its unique sound. So, yeah, you know, writing is like never an easy process. We all have a lot of ideas in the band. We're all writers and producers, so sometimes there can be too many ideas, and someone's fighting to get it more cut down, or other people are fighting to get ideas in. But eventually, I think when all those steps go through, we end up with a pretty unique musical song or expression.
Do you think being a trio, just compared to your other musical experiences, does that give you more flexibility? How does that kind of change your perspective on even just live sound too?
Yeah, definitely when improvising, because it's only me and Eli who are like doing the harmony interaction. So it's just with two people, it's a little bit easier to either like move through things quicker, or even have this more like open sound, because it's just like less people to coordinate harmonically.
Yeah, for sure. We talked to a lot of trios, right, Kev? I feel like I'm
It's
kind
the
of
year of the trio.
I think it is a year for us. Yeah.
The other thing is, if you're touring for a living, like three of those four is definitely a little bit easier.
That's for sure.
Do you feel like your experiences with Lotus have influenced how you're approaching Octave Cat?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is, I've been doing Lotus for so many years, but I try to bring perspective on things that we've done well, and then other things that, like, maybe we fell short on, or like musically try to explore areas that we don't do that much with Lotus, but and also trying to bring in ideas like I think one of Lotus's strengths is really being able to stretch out improvisations and get like a I don't know if experimental, but just kind of getting into these more like trancey zones where things just go. And I think that's something I try to bring to Octave Cat sometimes, because it's not necessarily I think a default of more like jazz influenced playing.
If you are enjoying All That Jam, please like and subscribe to our social media channels at All That Jam Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, or visit our website, allthatjampod.com. Make sure to sign up for our email list and tune in every week for new episodes.
Also, look for full interviews on our YouTube channel. And remember, stay beautiful, but don't stay underground too long.